I just love being live, bro. I really love being live. Like, this is my favorite thing to do, bro. No bullshit. YouTube cool and all. YouTube content is thorough, bro. But being like engaged, bro, being live, nigga, we in this motherfucker. Bro said he didn't finish it at the same. We never finished a full John. What do I do if I can't invite girls over without my mom and sisters interfering, and I can't take a girl out because my mom doesn't let me date, and my dad is usually too busy to take me? My dad is the only one who would let me have a girlfriend since the summer I'm off school. I can't see girls in order to have girls. I have to drive out, but my mom won't take me. I'm 14. Man, have them girls come see you. And who cares if your mom and sister interfere? Like, you gotta realize you gonna be the one. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. If you're uncomfortable with doing something when they in the crib, that's different. Okay, but you can spend time with a shot. You can go to the park around your neighborhood. You can tell her the only way you can see me is if you come see me. She'll do it. If she fuck with you, she'll do it. Man, high school, bro, I did not listen. I ain't get a car until like 2021. High school and college. Oh, baby, you getting on that bus? or I ain't started calling Ubers really until I got to college, bro. Like, no bullshit. Ubers. Oh no, baby, you got a trans pass, and a trans pass is like free public transportation. You know what I'm saying? She getting on that bus. You know what I'm saying? Do what need to be done, man. By any means necessary. Whatever you got to use that's in your arsenal, bro. You know what I'm saying? You 14. You probably can't even get a will. I know. You know, in PA, right? They can get their permit when they 16, I think, and then you can get your license 6 months later. But I ain't had no car, bro. I had to do what I had to do. I got a Robert Greene interview talking about his book. That'd probably be a very interesting reaction. What's the best way to approach job interviews? You gotta market yourself. You gotta market yourself as a dependable person. You know what I'm saying? That's the best way to do it. And you gotta realize, like, I don't know. I can't really think, like, mind you, bro. This is the mouthpiece art, right? So my mouthpiece don't turn off just because it's an interview. It's just that I market myself differently. All I know, I've gotten any job I've ever had an interview for. Now, it's one thing if I didn't get the interview or something like that, but any job I got the interview for, I got. Any opportunity I ever had, like the interview process, like it got passed an application, I got. Whether it was going to a university and I was trying to get into the honors college in my university, we had to do a whole interview. Anything I ever did an interview for, I got. That's the best spot to be in. All you got to do is move the person with your story, with who you are. But a lot of y'all don't know how to market yourself. So let me tell you. Because before, I remember my stepmom was super tough at this. And I remember the good-ass advice I got from her is that you have to be assertive about the type of candidate you are for whatever the position is. And by assertive, I mean the difference is I'm not going into that interview space humble. I'm not going into that interview space relaxed. I'm going in there with a fucking level of determination. That shit should be in my face. Like, you should see it in my face that I need this job. Even if I don't really need it, it's like a second job, or hunger got to be just on you. Like, you gotta be like direct. And then also, it's about knowing what they care about. What do they want? They want somebody that's not going to call out a lot. They want somebody that can get there consistently. They want somebody that, when by get there consistently, I mean like consistent transportation. Like, oh, it's convenient for you to get there, or the bus comes right by my house. You know, so I'm not going to be late and I'm not going to call out. Maybe experience, but remember, if you don't have experience, then you have to market your skills, such as I work very well in fast-paced environments. I've never had a job in this very area or field, but I do learn fast, and I do always buckle up to challenges, and I do show up when it's time to show up. I'm open-minded. I listen and I pay attention. I ask questions, so I'll have no problem adapting to this. You gotta talk. You gotta be able to talk about yourself, bro. Besides, do you wearing oversized shirts? I don't really wear a lot of oversized clothes, bro. I do need to get a P.O. box, though. How do you develop your mouthpiece ASAP? Put yourself in situations where you got to get something you want. The people who have the best mouthpieces is the motherfucking people that have that are hungry, bro. That's why you see that Wolf of Wall Street thing. He like, all right, I'm about to call a customer, and here's how I'm about to. That mouthpiece has nothing to do with approaching a woman, but it would be the same tool. It'd be the same thing. Oh, how you doing? Nice to meet you. My name is. Like his mouth would fly the same way, bro. Whether it was a on the spot call with a random customer, whether he marketing or door to door sales, it's the same tools, bro. But where does the creativity come from? Well, when you mean creativity, in what sense? I would say that a lot of the creativity, you're going to get better at being creative the more you start being comfortable in the moment. Because like the best ideas just flow naturally. So if you uncomfortable or you are anxious or you're hesitant or you don't trust what you want to say, then you're not willing to throw an idea at the wall to see if it sticks. That's what true creativity is. True creativity is just coming up with something and then trying it. The most creative people have no sense of anxiety. They're just willing to test out an idea. They're just willing to try something out. That's the simplest form. Like, not the same shit over and over or the same shit others say. Okay, let me tell you something about being worried about. All right, has another guy said this to her before? There are certain things that are inevitable. Like, what's your name? Of course, another guy's asked her name or introduced himself or maybe given her a compliment or something like that, right? But you gotta understand, I'm gonna try to come up with a metaphor. I'm gonna try to come up with an example. Let's say 3 guys, right? We approach the same woman. Even if our introduction is the same, even if our starter, let's make up a scenario where we all had to say the same thing, which is, how you doing, or what's your name, or my name is blank, nice to meet you. If we all had the same intro line, all of us are gonna create different directions for the conversation. One guy might say, do you come here often? Another guy might say, you caught my attention and I wanted to introduce myself to you. Another guy might say, do you have a boyfriend? So it's not even about, am I saying the same thing? It's like, am I taking the conversation in a unique direction? But again, some directions are predictable. Of course, you got to go for her number. You got to try to give her your number. That's a predictable thing. But at the end of the day, it's the experience with you that's always going to be unique. Me and the girl can have the same script or the same questions, but it'll be a different answer. Like if we getting to know each other, right? And okay, where you come from, where are you from? What do you do? I'm not saying I ask these fucking basic ass questions. The point I'm making is, I'm a different guy than the last guy, so I'm gonna have different answers, and I may even elaborate differently. I may even say different shit like, right now, I'm working this job at H&M, but I'm working towards going back to school for blank. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, different shit takes it in different directions. She might say, oh, that's cool. What made you want to go back to school? Now we're off the track of her average normal shit. Imagine, this is like a surface level conversation I'm using. A lot of times it's not even what you say, it's how you say it. I tell you not on the Patreon. With that weak ass statement. Some people already know what they want to say, they just not bold enough. I'm gonna tell you something. I don't know what I want to say. 90% of the time. And you're not supposed to. Because I told y'all this. If you think you know what to say, all you're doing is closing your creativity. It's harder to be creative when you're thinking specific. Because your mind is set on that one way to do it. I think broadly. I don't know what I'm going to say. I'm leaving it open for a reason. I'm leaving it as blank as possible. Because if I start thinking specifically, then my mind is going to focus and only see that opportunity. You know what I'm saying? But if I think broadly, like, I don't know I don't know what she'll give me, honestly. Think about that, right? Think about, mind you may need experience to understand what I'm saying right now. Okay, cool. If you approach different women, right? When you approach, let's say, over 30 women, like, in your life, and I'm keeping that number very low. I would really say 100. You approach over 100 women in your life, right? In my career. You start realizing, you could say the same thing every time. Like, how you doing? Nice, or like, how you doing? Nice to meet you. And a woman may respond 100 different ways. So you start realizing, you start getting different vibes from the woman. Like, this one might give you a little more to reply to. This one might give you a little less to reply to. This conversation might be a little more direct. This one might be a little bit more chemistry off the beginning. they can be so versatile. And you only see that when you have experience, bro. So with that being said, me knowing that the interaction can be versatile, I leave myself open-minded because I just want to see where I could take it in the situation. I want to think what's the best for the situation. I'm not trying to come up with a script because my script is not going to be adaptable. Then how can it be unique if it's not specific? You just try to. First of all, it is going to be unique because it's specific, but I can't plan it out. So you just were specific at the wrong time. I like that question. You listen. Eventually, that's what's going to make it unique. It's specific to the situation, but I'm not going to know what that specific thing is until the situation or circumstance is present. Does that make sense, chat? Because you just made it seem like knowing what to say or scripting what you say is specific. That's not specific because you don't know what the fuck is going to happen. You don't know what she's going to say. So what is it specific to? It's only specific to your plan. It's not specific to reality because you haven't even talked to her yet. So how is it specific to the reality? But ultimately, if you're thinking open-minded and you're listening, you're paying attention, remember, your ear is half your game. Your ear, what you listen to, what you catch, what you notice, is half your game. Really more than half, if you ask me. But, so when you got a good ear, when you know how to pay attention, you know how to listen, your replies become quicker. Because your ideas be ready to fire. You're paying attention. You're not listening to your own anxiety. You're listening to, the person in front of you. You just flow like that. How to stop talking about bullshit and really say things that are meaningful when socially interacting when using a mouthpiece. Cut the fluff out of your conversations. I mean, think about it. Like, why are you really here? Let's just stage a conversation. How you doing? What's your name? Nice to meet you. My name is Todd. Boom. There's the introduction. Okay, maybe that mattered a little bit. I'm just using a generic conversation. Boom. Introduction. Okay, important. Then why did I approach you? That's the next important thing. It doesn't matter does she come here often. It doesn't matter what she's getting to eat at Starbucks. It doesn't matter. None of this matters. This is fluff. But you can utilize. This is the thing though. The more experience you get, you'll start understanding how to utilize like certain fluff properly. Like, for example, I may use the fluff to get my sense of humor involved. Like I might have some fluff that I know I don't need to add into the conversation, but it might add a joke. It might be funny. It might show my sense of humor. So now it's actually useful. But another guy's fluff, right? Who's beating around the bush. His fluff is different. His fluff is trying to buy him time. His fluff is because he's avoiding standing on what he wants. I'm a stand on what I want, which is, I approach you. I want to exchange contact information. We should get to know each other a little bit more. Blah blah blah. Like that point is gonna come. The interest is never being ignored. But I can, use. It's just all about how you use what you're talking about, bro. Cause it could seem like some pointless ass shit, but you turn it into something useful. For example, you talk about like what kind of movies do you like, or what do you like? Think about the general shit a guy might ask. Like, what do you do in your free time, right? And then a woman may say, I work and blah blah blah. So let's say you don't get much from that, right? Do you like movies? Like, what's your favorite genre of movies, or what type of foods do you like to eat? Either of those questions is now going to give me some information that I can use. So it's not really fluff because I'm turning it into, okay, let's go out to eat here. I know they got some great pasta and you like pasta, or she say she likes scary movies. Oh, did you know the new Insidious came out? And then she may go, oh my God, I wanted to see that so bad. Well, we can go see it this Friday. I'm just using a generic ass blueprint. Is it a bitch move to give her your number instead of taking hers? No. Honestly, you should preferably give your number instead of taking hers. Preferably. Didn't she send you that text first? Some girls is very prideful with that. Like, no, you have to text me. The funniest part is, those be the ones that in the end the script get flipped on, and now they the ones chasing you. So even when you have to deal with something like that, you like, get a load of this guy. Just you going to cook in the end, bro. So don't even eat them punches, bro. I'm trying to eat certain punches that I eat, knowing that I'm like, she don't even know. She don't even know. I ain't one of these niggas out here. She don't even know. Thinking I'm probably gonna blow her up. be all obsessed with her. It's gonna be the complete opposite. So I just eat them punches like, all right, wait till she find out. Wait till she see. Can letting your personality flow prevent you from getting to your intention? No, because that's a part of my intention. Part of my intention is I want her to know why she likes spending time with me. Not the Lucida with the Twitch Prime sub. I appreciate you. Right? That's a part of my intention. Mind you, I'm not one of these dudes. I do not rely on my money. I do not rely on fucking love bombing her with compliments or gifts. I don't rely on that shit, and I never have. And now is not the day. Even though I got money, I could use all these tools, and I still rely on me. Because I found that, honestly, when you do this, women fuck with you more genuinely. It's shit that I talk about that like blew the internet's mind when I first came to this shit and I was talking about it. Unless I was able to use me as examples with all the pineapple shows or the blind dates. If I never used myself as an example, motherfuckers wouldn't even know what I'd be doing. Dog, flirt without complimenting. That been my game. Cause I always thought it was cringe when dudes would just spice a woman head up, not because they genuinely mean what they saying, but because they have nothing to talk about. All they can do is compliment her. All they could do is be boring. Oh, what you doing? What you do? Like no substance. I was like, I don't feel that. Like that was always cringe to me. My pride. I'm like, that's just cringe. So it made me rely on like, all right, who's the person I'm actually talking to, and how am I dealing with her in a way like she knows who she's talking to. Can the next art be about body language and posture? I think I don't think we ever focused on that actually. Honestly, the most important shit you'll need to know about body language is very simple. Is thinking about like if a woman was sitting next to me right now and we both were facing forward, that's not very intimate. You know what I'm saying? But if like she's sitting next to me and I'm like at least like my body is turned towards her, that draws for more intimacy because it's like it's like inviting. It's more locked in. It's more direct. You know what I'm saying? So as long as your body language is not closed off, as long as it's not like angled in a way that's like not even relevant to the person in front of you, you should be good. And posture, keep it a bean. Be that motherfucker like this. Some may not like that. You know, you don't have to be. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. You know what a lot of y'all need, bro? It's not even that next tip that's going to kill it for you. And I'm starting to realize this the more, I'm about to bump this up and take it more serious and do certain content that's like, if you don't have experience, you're going to be lost. But I know a lot of y'all that's been listening, paying attention, that really been putting yourselves out there, what you start to realize is, it's like, oh shit, the whole time Todd was right. But there's certain things you will not be able to see or understand with my advice until you put yourself out there. The bottom line, y'all just need more reps, bro. Y'all need more reps. That's what it really be. How do you keep someone's interest high in conversation? Keeping someone's interest high is not something I think about doing. Are you interesting? That's another thing that I wanted to add. It's like, a lot of y'all just don't know yourselves enough. Y'all don't do enough as a person. Hey, why do females ask me if I'm going to block them after I smash? Do I block them? No. I mean, they probably got blocked by a nigga that smashed before. So she think like every time a nigga hit that he just gonna block me, he just gonna disappear. Niggas be doing that. Niggas be faking whole relationships just for some pussy, bro. Y'all gotta remember like it's a lot of shit going on out here, bro. You might not do it. I'm trying to tell you, you might not be the one that does it, but this shit out here exists, bro. A motherfucker will fake be in love. I'm talking about go through lengths. He would go through the deepest of fucking journeys. I was there like 6 months ago and I improved a lot. That's the thing. You only gonna improve if you willing to stand behind what's being told and trust the fucking process, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, chat, because this is literally who I am, bro. This is even outside of women, dog. We could talk about relationships and how your social skills and communication moves the world. A lot of y'all limit my content because y'all just see the woman part. Like, I just want to have some sex. I just want bitches. I want pussy. I want bitches. I want pussy. I want bitches. I want pussy. Y'all know as a person that is extremely limited of the knowledge that's provided. Because I don't even use most of my shit with women. I use most of my shit for the benefits that come with relationships, connections, from the benefits that come with being able to move somebody with your words. A lost skill. Because we in a time period, I guess, where it's a bunch of fluff. It's a bunch of glitter. All that glitters is in gold. Full of social anxiety. We forgot what determination looked like. We forgot what being concise looks like. We always just err into fear and just bitching and all that. What would you be like if you cut all the bullshit out of you as a person? How would your day go if you cut all the bullshit out of you? You just only had determination for what you want. I don't give a fuck if you seen that woman and the moment you seen her, you knew you wanted her, you were already walking over there. 5 minutes go by, you already done what you done. But instead, what would another person do? Get caught in their mind full of anxiety. Already just so wasted time, boom, being lost. Then there's an opportunity, there's a job, there's a risk to be taken. And because you develop the courage to take risk in your everyday life, because all you do is go for what you want and lean into fear, dog, a lot of y'all would be fucking superhuman, man. But are the ads done? Because I wanted to say this. Are the ads done? That's the main content that blow up. Honestly, no. One of my biggest videos is the Allegory the Cave video. The book series. I actually, like, Chad, y'all know I post so much. I literally, when I post a video, I don't check after 24 hours, bro. The only way I'll see how my video has done is if, like, I don't know. That's one thing about, like, I normally do not check my numbers, bro. I'm coming to find out that Cheyenne video is at 425K. Hold on. But the book series is what I'm about to talk about. One of these videos got 84K. The next one got 87K, 43K, 50K, 60K, 75 on a book series, bro. And these episodes like an hour piece. I love seeing shit like that, bro. I love seeing shit like that. But that's what I was gonna say with the ads, right? You know what it is? Yes, you can date and approach women at the same time. I don't want y'all to stop getting your reps in. I don't want y'all to stop putting yourselves out there and getting your calluses, like getting your skin tough enough to take a L, to take a rejection and keep it pushing. You got to get your calluses, right? But first and foremost, you want to know why you struggle with being interested during a conversation? You know why you struggle with, what do I talk about? You literally don't know yourself enough. Dog, I have so much information up here about me. It could be about my goals, my ambitions. It could be about new shit I've learned today, let alone the past week, let alone the past year of my life. It could be about my experiences. Why? Because I live an interesting life. Because my life is full of learning. My life is full of challenges. My life is full of goals. So it makes me a naturally more interesting person because I have so much to talk about. I'm always doing something. Just look at, y'all seeing me as a content creator, right? Y'all be like, bro, Ty, stream, just do this, just do that. Nigga, I just did a live performance with a band. I just did a celebrity game with a bunch of people, a bunch of big people from Philly. I just, like, bro, just was in New York the weekend before that. Then was 18, like, bro, I do so much random shit. I'm ordering books all the time. I'm trying to write a book. Like, bro, I'm about to start making music. Like, bro, this is just me as a person. I can't stay still. So imagine I'm talking to a woman or a conversation. It's always something new. Fucking interesting conversation. I'm an interesting person. I'm just interested to pay attention to. But it's not, it has nothing to do with, I even give you an example, bro. Even being, listen, watch this. Cause I remember, I'll never forget this girl said this. I'm gonna see if I can remember her Instagram. This is a chick I was messing with college. One of the chicks I was messing with in college, right? Dog, let me show y'all. I'm not even gonna say nothing. I'm gonna just take a screenshot and I'm gonna show y'all this, right? Let me see something. Did I remember? Hold on, let me see. Bro, mind you, this should say fucking 2020. I remember this specific conversation because I never forget like how we spent time together. Mind you, never was no horny, super press, obsessed nigga. She posted something, right? Look, watch this. Hold on, I pressed the wrong fucking joint. My screen already full. But look. Look at this. I forgot what she posted. Don't even show me the story. But you probably have a whole speech on what you think about this video. I got to hear it. Bro, that's like the best. That's like the best thing you could be told. That's like the best thing you could be told, nigga. That's like I would never forget that comment, bro. I will never forget that was said, bro. I will never forget that was said. Before the clout, nigga, I don't use my clout to get bitches. You gotta understand, if I approach a woman in real life, right? 9 times out of 10, she don't even know who I am. She don't even know who I am. She might find out by like us having a conversation. Like, oh, I'm a YouTuber. And she's like, oh, really? And then I'm like, then she find out that motherfucker booming. That's always like the funniest shit ever when somebody find like, wait, what? What? I'm telling you, bro. Like some of my neighbors know. Some of my neighbors that I know in the building know. Remember I told you about that one neighbor? He put me on the chick he was messing with daughter, and like she's a musician and all that. Bro, one of the thoroughest niggas ever, bro. I asked him about that. I was like, well, how the fuck did that come up? Like, how did that happen? He's like, no, what, dude? I talk about you all the time. Mouthpiece. It blesses you in the most random ways. Blesses you in the most random ways. I'm trying to tell y'all. Just be friendlier. Just communicate with people every day more. And if you don't have experience, let me tell y'all another thing that experience gives y'all, right? Experience will show you when you just start random conversations with people randomly, right? It will show you how a conversation can go from good morning to my dad died when I was 8. And my mom's been in prison since I was 12. Like conversations with people can be so boom. Like I'm trying to tell y'all. But until you talk to enough strangers, until you talk to enough people, you don't even know what I'm talking about. It's never predictable. It's never, I knew we were going to talk about this. It's never, oh, I probed and pried this information out of them. You know what I'm saying? As long as you don't come off as judgmental, a person, people get comfortable fast, bro. People share information fast. People love to talk, especially when they know somebody will listen. You know how to talk to people in a way that'll make them talk, and they just like know you listen and all that. Why you get a dog? I always want a dog. I always had dogs and animals growing up. I really get a house, bro. I'm gonna have a zoo in that motherfucker, bro. Like real shit. We said sales, you make money and learn how to connect with people of all ages. It's not for everybody, but I suggested to the young guys. Yeah, dog. And it's always a trademark that a nigga don't have experience or a person's not effective when they start categorizing like, oh, that woman's 20, this woman's 28, that woman's Asian, this woman's Jamaican. First of all, if your social skills is really good, it wouldn't matter if she was Martian, 446 or 19. Like it wouldn't matter, because then you're adaptable. You're the common denominator. You know what I'm saying? So the mouthpiece you see you use in real life, put that in your text game. Of course. My guy Steve words this shit perfectly. For the niggas that say, oh, in person I'm good, but my texting is bad. It's not. Your in-person game is weak. You just don't know it. I'm gonna tell you how. You are the same dude who's choosing what to say in person, who's choosing to type a text message. Now, mind you, I used to think this myself. Like, I flow way better in person because I think faster. I wouldn't even question what I would say. But texting, you sitting there, type what you're saying, then you might reread it, then you might. But this is the thing. You got to make sure you're being consistent. And the way you do that is you have to trust what you're saying. You have to realize texting just isolates what you're saying. So now it's not how you say it. Now it's not like eye contact involved. Now there's no like physical touch that adds to the intimacy. Now your words matter a lot more. So now your game crumbles because you were never saying anything to begin with. Maybe in person you got away with it because maybe you were attractive or you're tall, the girl likes you or some shit like that. So you just didn't even have to worry about it. But now your conversation is focused. Oh, now everything crumbles. You doing calls today? Should we do calls or react to some more shit? I'm down to do calls. How can you trust yourself more? Only one way, brother. Take the fucking risk. Only one way. Rejection will make you strong, bro. I'm trying to tell you. Rejection will make you strong. It will make you strong. Because then you start getting a mentality like, fuck it, I'm going to shoot. A nigga like me, oh, I'ma shoot every time. I don't care. I go for what I want. It don't matter what it is. It's the principle. I'll go for what I want. If it's a woman, I'll go for what I want. If it's a brand deal, I'll go for what I want. If it's a new career, I'll go for like I don't hold myself back in anything in life. So it's the principle that controls my actions. It's not the circumstance. I got rejected like 4 times this week. Good for you, man. Those 4 women that had the opportunity to fuck with a king. How has your life changed since you haven't talked to them? Y'all gotta really put this into perspective. And this is the last thing I'm gonna say before we jump to cause. This may sound cocky, but when you know yourself, you can talk like this. This may sound arrogant, but when you know yourself, you can talk like this. When you know the impact you have on women, when you know you have the impact you have on people's lives, the influence, the way, what you add, the value you bring as a person, when you know this, you can talk like this. I will change a motherfucker's life. Especially if the chick has an open mind, she can absorb information, she's smart in some way or intelligent or likes the. I could change a motherfucker life from the inside out without ever having to touch my wallet. Me getting rejected is not me getting rejected. I was an opportunity, not an option. See, for the average guy who's an option, when he gets rejected, he's like, oh, she don't like me. You know what a nigga like me who understands his value and his worth understands? I could have got her. I could have bagged her. Gave her my number, or she gave me hers, and we start texting. I'm evaluating not does she fuck with me or does she not? You know what I'm evaluating? Can she fuck with me? Is she qualified to fuck with me? It's a different position when you understand your value, and you don't stand on, oh, do she like me? Do she not? I don't give a fuck either way. Is she qualified to fuck with me? Is she qualified to receive the benefits of a man like me? But you have to know what the benefits of a man like you bring. What is your value? What is your worth? What do you do when you're with your involvement in a person's life? I'm not just saying this delusionally. I know myself. This is literally who I am. So I know, because I know myself, because I know what I carry, not just up here, but especially pointing to my pockets. Pause. You know what I'm saying? I know what I got. I move like that. I gotta move in respect with my worth in mind. Keep in mind, there's still dudes who don't have half my value, but are twice as arrogant. Or dudes that have twice my value, but are half as don't even know themselves or don't even recognize their own value. So they move like losers. They move like suckers. But that's just because the ideologies that they've consumed have taught them to think that way. So I feel bad for them, but I don't, because it's not my life. Do you say to reject the thought of you and not yourself? Exactly. It's not even true rejection, because she rejecting who she thinks I am, not who I really am. So she didn't even get to know me yet. Okay, money. What's good, gang? What's good? What you been up to, bro? Confidence comes from accomplishment? No, it doesn't. No, it does not. That's not true confidence. If your confidence is coming from anything outside of yourself, it's not true confidence, and it can be taken away from you. So it's not true confidence. You know, a confident motherfucker. A confident motherfucker is not a motherfucker who his accomplishments make him confident. His clothes, his money. A confident motherfucker, he never did it before. He don't know what's about to happen. It's completely new, and he got the same confidence. I don't even know what I'm getting myself into, but it don't fucking matter because I'm him. That's confidence right there. It ain't confidence because, oh, I've made this shot 1,000 times, so I know I can make it. I'm shooting in a new court, in a new space, and it don't matter because I'm betting on me. That's confidence. That's true confidence. That's a motherfucker you could drop off on an unknown island. He don't even speak the language. And he still trusts himself. That's true confidence. It's unconditional. And the only condition is that I'm betting on me. Now, I don't know if I can be confident in something else. I don't know if I can be confident in the cars, the clothes, the money, the car may break down. I don't know. But I know me, I'm here every day. I'm that fucking guy, the man I built myself to be. That's true confidence, man. Real shit. I basically played it cool. I was being disrespected, so I was just wondering if that makes me a bitch. So you gotta do picking up girls, experiment. That ain't necessarily my type of content. And that's not really an experiment for me. Todd's confident he's pulling up on a fast break. Bro, I'm like, listen, I'm confident to the point, like, Shit don't even faze me, bro. Capri, I appreciate the 24 months, man. Big fucking 2 years in the building, man. 23-month streak, you must have missed 1 month, man. You fucked your streak up. How'd you go about 2 girls having your class? How 2 girls in your class and you secured one, but you want the other one? Would you wait until you're done with the first one, or say fuck it and get both? I don't have to say what I would do. I'm gonna tell you what I did when I was in these situations and what I learned from it. Honestly, I would evaluate the temperament of both of them, and I'm gonna tell you why. You have some women who get jealous and only will apply pressure on you because they see you applying pressure on somebody else. I'm talking about she might have been, I'm going to use language y'all understand. She might have been medium interest, right? Like y'all talking, y'all chatting, y'all vibing, y'all thing going on, but y'all not serious, right? She don't really be on your dick, but she fuck with you, y'all vibe, y'all cool, right? You start messing with this other chick in there, they not even genuinely friends. Y'all know girls that will call each other friends, but they don't really be friends. They don't hang outside of school or outside of work. They're not genuinely friends. They just know each other. They're girlies. They're cool on in the circumstance, right? So what you may find out is that based on the woman's temperament, she might say, "Oh, you used to talk to her, and I can't do that to her." Barely even know the chick, but she'll hold that. She'll say that. Now you can get that woman anyway. Rose and Duff, I appreciate the Twitch Prime sub. I'm telling you, I didn't experience so many variations of this situation. I'm gonna give you all the information, bro. So you might have a situation where she says, "Oh, you used to talk to her." Mind you, the bitch only like an acquaintance to her, so she don't really owe her any loyalty, and she knows she don't, which is why I say you can still bag her anyway. So you got that situation, right, where she trying to like be thorough, she trying to be loyal. Then you got the one where she don't really care. She might even mention it to you, but it's a bluff. It's like her talking trash. Like, "Oh, that's your girlfriend, right?" You're still bagging her anyway. You still flirting. You still talking to her. You still exchanging information. Y'all still might be linking outside. Like, if you in school or high school, a lot of y'all niggas be scary, so you might not be setting up links fast or whatever y'all be doing, right? Based on her temperament, either way, still go run your game. What you can't do is set yourself up for failure. And here's how you do that. You can't be telling one girl, "Oh, baby, I love you. You the only one I care about. These other bitches ain't got shit on you." And then go at the friend. You can't do that. Cause that's like dirty macking. Damn, that like, I know y'all consider dirty macking like a nigga cock blocking, but that's dirty macking. That's moving dirty with your game. It's like you got this one girl ready to fall in love. You got her giving her hopes up to a relationship. Cause she's gonna tell her friends, "Oh my God, girl, he been telling me he cut everybody off. He been telling me we about to get serious." And then when she telling the friends this. Now the other friend going to say, "She's in love with him. I don't want to talk to him at all because she likes him." Like, they're about to be in a relationship. That's what she's hearing from, the rumors or word to mouth. Even if they're not in the same friend group, she's going to hear that, okay, you're selling her a dream. And she going to think the dream is true because the girl might have bought the dream. Whole time you still trying to be a hoe, you just lying to the chick just to fuck. That's why you don't want to move dirty with your game. That shit'll come bite you in the ass later on. You don't want to move like that. But it works best when all the women you talking to, they know you're single. They know that they're not your only option. And they know that they can't do anything to control you or stop you from doing what you want to do, except may the best girl win. That's the only thing some women realize that, like, all right, he has a roster. She might not like it. Right? And some women may hear me say this and say, "Oh, I prefer a guy without a roster. I prefer a guy that doesn't get a..." But he bagged you, which means he could bag other women. Skinny G, I appreciate the gifted sub. They might not want to accept it, but if he got her, he can get other women. Like, let's just be real. So even if he doesn't have a roster, if he doesn't have... Remember I told you that? It doesn't even matter if the guy can get multiple women. Because a woman may recognize, oh, this is a dude who sleeps on his own worth. He could have a booming amount of women. And yet he acts awkward. He acts scared of women. A woman can tell this. She can tell when a dude, she the baddest woman he ever had. She can tell when he can get more women, but he's doesn't know his own worth, his self-respect. She can tell when he's like a player, like, all right, this dude think he moving smooth, man. He think I'm falling for the lies. Whole time I just want to fuck him anyway, so it don't even matter. She like women are a lot smarter than y'all think, bro. They see through a lot of the bullshit y'all think y'all putting them through. Ways to move without lust with women for all the men who are horny as shit. Have some goddamn self-control. Stop thinking with your dick. Your dick is not gonna make good decisions for you, bro. I'm trying to tell you. Go ahead, Key. What can I tell you about not being horny? I mean, you might get to the point. I can't even say you'll get enough pussy where you stop being desperate and horny, because sometimes the horniest niggas get the most pussy. I got the most pussy when I ain't have no type of priorities in my life. When I ain't have no type of structure, no schedule, no job. Wasn't playing it like, bro. That's all I had time for. But it's like you gotta start seeing that it's better things to do with your time. It's better things to do with your life than say, oh, I fucked this bitch yesterday, or I fucked this bitch last week, or I fucked this bitch. I'm about to link this girl tonight. I'm about to link this girl tomorrow. It's much better things in life, bro. So it's just priorities. That's all that is. And you still can make space to crush. You still can make time for it. You know what I mean? It's just when you let it take over your life. That's where that shit is like an addiction. You don't have no self-control. Chanel about females. I'm telling you, I gotta be the only dating coach that don't push that on y'all. I gotta be the only one that's like, bro, talk to 30 women. Do this or do that. And I done did this. But I realized that it's a lot of influence and pressure young dudes will get, right? Not just to genuinely talk to women and explore and date because you're single and you want to live a single life, but because they're trying to make up numbers to fit in or to feel more validated. I gotta be the only nigga that don't encourage that. To play the game of like, prove yourself through women. I don't ever try to prove myself through women. Ever. I don't even feel pressured to bring women on the platform. Oh, chat, let me show y'all this chick that just came over. Let me show y'all this chick I bagged. I hold stories back. I'm private with my life. Meanwhile, other niggas like, yo, bro, you gotta, yo, bro, oh my God, like, yo, third, yo, bro, like, cause I don't prove and validate myself through women. I move differently. I have my self-worth in a different area of my life. So it's a lot of times you'll crash out trying to get that acceptance from fucking a motherfucker that don't even care. They don't even have nothing to do with their life, nothing going on. You gotta just have some perspective to that shit. Like, is this shit really worth it? A lot of times though, unfortunately, when it's pussy involved, niggas stop caring.